the LFCcast.
In association with LFConline.com.
Please like, share and subscribe. Hello guys, you're listening to the LFCcast. We are back on track. Masterclass to Mac. No, wait there, this is not a rap track. This is the LFCcast, an LFC related podcast. We are back. I know you all missed us, and it's not just me who's back. It's Greg as well. Hello, Greg.
Hello, guys. You're okay?
How you doing, Greg?
It's good to be back, Dan. It's good to be back.
Good to be back on track with the Mac. I'll stop rapping now, okay? Promise. Yeah, so it's been quite a while. We stopped doing videos about a good few months ago. It was about a year ago.
Yeah, it was about that. We had a few things going on in our lives, and unfortunately we couldn't do it for a while. Dan is now Danielle.
Yes, I have had the operation. Everything is all good. And Greg is now Greg, but in a more feminine way. Greg!
Hello!
There's no female version of Greg, is there?
No, not really. I'm a proper man.
He's a proper man. Bloke. I'm a proper Danielle. Anyway, guys, we're going to be doing the post match for Chelsea versus Liverpool. Away we were, and we won 2-1.
What a game, Dan.
Couldn't believe it, mate. Now, we didn't watch it together. We watched it in separate homes because now we're living separate lives. We've never lived together anyway, have we, Greg?
In my mind, we have.
Yeah, so anyway, a brilliant game, 2-1. Fantastic. I mean, I'll just say what I think first, Greg.
And then say it, Dan.
I bloody will. I'll say what I think. That Henderson's overrated, isn't he? No, to be honest with you, I thought that we had a fantastic game. In the first half, we absolutely bossed Chelsea. I thought we just played them out the park. In the second half, obviously, they come back into it, but it was just too little too late for Chelsea. How do you think we played in the first half, Greg?
Just unbelievable, I think that's what we've needed. That urgency, that Chelsea, they looked static at times, they just weren't going anywhere. I don't think they know what hit them. It was just brilliant, and it's a shame we dipped a little bit in the second half, but, it's showing good signs there.
Oh, brilliant signs, Greg. I mean, to see someone like Lovren produce a goal like that, the finish that Lovren done in the first goal, I mean, Sturridge couldn't even finish that well, could he?
Not talking about the goal, but he's turned into that player, Dan, that I hoped he was going to be when we signed him.
Yeah, he's fantastic, Greg, and his finish was fantastic in the game last night. But I was really worried about him last couple of seasons. I was worried he wasn't going to be the leader that we thought he was going to be, especially when he come in under Brendan Rodgers. He just seemed to be making a lot of mistakes, and that hype we had initially about him, it kind of just fell apart, and then he wasn't even getting a game, was he?
No, not at all.
It was like Skrtel and Sacco, and now Sacco, ironically, isn't getting a game under Klopp.
Like, I really like him, but I can't believe he's pushed Lucas out of defence there.
I'm gutted.
I know.
I mean, did you not see his brilliant pass against Leicester?
I know, his first assist in 10 years, he said.
We missed that. Yeah, in the defender. No, I mean, he was great for us, Lovren. I'm going to say something quite bold about Lovren. I think he's the future captain of Liverpool.
Really, Dan?
I do.
I think that's a bold statement.
It is, right. And I think Henderson's a good player. He does a great job, and he scored a fantastic goal last night. But I think Lovren is a bigger leader. I think he grabbed the team by the balls, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. For me, I've got a different captain, and he's not been playing recently, but I can see Chan in the future.
Chan.
He's got to improve, he's got to get better, but he's got that leadership sort of quality that we need.
Yeah, well, maybe, for the future, Emre Can would be a great captain for us. I even think Lovren would be a good captain for us now over Henderson. I think personally that Henderson being a captain puts pressure on Henderson.
It does. It really does. He's got a big weight on his shoulders, and I think, he's learning to live with that a little bit now. You can see last night with that goal, which was absolutely amazing. Goal of the month, maybe goal of the season. But that weight, it needs lifting sometimes, and sometimes he's just the only one out there who seems to take all this pressure on.
Yeah, he does, and that's what I mean. If you take that captain's armband off him, he might have less pressure on him and start playing more like he does. Now, one thing we haven't mentioned, and we'll talk more specifically about the game in a moment, is we've got a new manager, and we've never spoke about this on the LFC cast, have we? We've got Klopp. Jurgen Klopp, a bit late to the party, guys, but yes!
I know, yeah.
We got Klopp!
He should be captain, he should be our striker, he should play in defence, He's amazing, man.
He's amazing. He's a hero of mine. And I think Klopp is going to do a lot with Henderson. You know, he was mentioning in the post-match that, you know, Henderson didn't believe he was good enough to play in this number 6 role. But Klopp knows he's a good player and he knows he can get the best out of him. So I think he's going to be great under Klopp.
Yeah, I really hope so, you know. And sometimes he gets slated a little bit. People don't realise, and we just spoke about it, that pressure he's got on him. Yeah. So I think exactly what you said, Klopp is that man to really help him.
Klopp will help anyone. I sometimes, before I go to bed at night, go, I wish Klopp was with me. Did I just say that out loud? Oh, no. I didn't really mean that, guys. I just meant I wish he was with me metaphorically. Anyway, the game was fantastic, wasn't it, Greg?
It was brilliant.
I can't think of a player who didn't play well in that game, and that's quite a surprise because usually in Liverpool games in general, there's always someone who messes up. I think the only weak player of the team was Mignolet, but again, he pulled off some great saves.
Yeah, definitely. You know, his kicking looked dodgy again, but you know, he punched an important clearance in one point.
He did. And also, Karius is coming in.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's worth keeping Mignolet for the time being or swapping to Karius?
Yeah, I think he should do. You know, I really want to see what Karius can do. He looked good before he got injured. I know it's a shame for Mignolet, but he's made so many mistakes in the past. I just hoping Karius is the one to come in and reduce that amount of mistakes. Yeah,
because there is a lot of mistakes happening under Mignolet. And it's weird for Mignolet because in the past few games, it's strange. He hasn't done much wrong. No. So it's kind of like we've got Karius in and we're waiting to put him into place. But it's like, oh, come on, Mignolet, mess up. Yeah, so that we can go, right, off the pitch. But he seems to keep playing well now. It's like, oh, what are we going to do? But I think he played well against Chelsea. I think everyone did. There was no one on that pitch who didn't put 100% into the game, and that's what you need against Chelsea, especially at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
The first half was fantastic. Everyone played well. Chelsea didn't know what to do with us. The second half, what we expected happened. Chelsea come at us, and we had to just keep our shape, and we had to just make sure that we didn't concede a goal. Unfortunately, we did concede a goal. We were 2-0 up, and then Costa scored. And that was unfortunate, wasn't it, Greg? Because it was just a bit messy, wasn't it? Lallana got pushed off the ball, didn't he?
And Matip as well when he went to ground.
Yeah, Matip went to ground too easy when they were in the box, Chelsea, and it just went straight to Costa, who tapped it in.
Yeah.
But the second half, we were resilient, weren't we? We seemed to get really behind the ball and defend. For me, I think one of the best things about that display is it's all well and good Liverpool scoring 4 goals, 4-0, 5-0. 4-3. I'm glad we had a 2-1 win.
You know, and we still conceded a goal. I just hope we can get some clean sheets going forward.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean, those 4-3s.
Yeah. It means more to me that Liverpool went, okay, we're 2-1 up now. Let's bring Lucas on. Let's change it around a bit. I know we made some subs and, you know, went a bit more defensive. Yeah. And I think that's good sign because Klopp just seems to be this attack manager. But it's good that we were able to hold back in the game and really defend that because they were coming at us really badly at the end of the game.
And we did well.
Do you know what was brilliant? Matip.
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Really, really good, yeah.
Up to now, he's been a sensation for us, I think. He's really earned his place.
Definitely. And Milner in defence. He's doing a job for us there, isn't he?
Left back, yeah. I mean, that's... what's his name? I don't even know his name anymore. The left back before Milner.
Oh,
Moreno.
Yeah.
That's the one. Dyed his hair blonde now. Bloody idiot.
No, that's Messi.
Oh, yeah. Have we got Messi? Why didn't we play him last night? The interesting thing is, Greg, we've got so many attacking players now. When we're all fit and well, who comes in? Who's our starting front three, the middle
so
three?
Difficult. You know, Firmino, for me, I just love the guy. I love the way he defends from the front for us. You know, he's tracking back, he's getting stuck in, he wins the ball back for us.
Yeah.
When he first came, I was like, I'm not sure about him, but I'd start him every
phenomenal
game when he's fit.
I think the thing about Firmino is that he's seems to go missing in games, and you think, oh no, Firmino's not doing anything, and then pops up with a goal.
Yeah.
Pops up with an assist. Do you know what I mean? So he's one of them players who he's unplayable because you think, oh, where's Firmino? And I think he, in a weird way, and this is going to be bold, Greg, another bold statement from me.
Say it.
I'm capable of doing this. I think in a way, under Klopp's style, Firmino is more important than Coutinho.
Yeah, that is bold, you know. I think they've both got the places, haven't they? They're both absolutely awesome players. It's difficult to say which one's better.
Sorry to interrupt there, is that when I said I think Firmino is better than Coutinho, and Greg's answer wasn't, I agree. It was, yeah, it was a bold statement, that.
Yeah.
Basically, I know, don't get me wrong, I know Coutinho's the man, but honestly, Firmino's great. And it just shows that we didn't even have him in the team yesterday, but we were able to make changes.
Yeah, definitely.
One person we haven't mentioned is Mane.
I know, he's been awesome, hasn't he?
He has been awesome.
Guy, man.
He wasn't really, he didn't do a lot against Chelsea.
He was a bit quiet last night, wasn't he? But he has been fantastic for us.
Yeah, he was quiet last night, and I think the reason why he was quiet last night is because Chelsea play from the back a bit, don't they? They're very defensive, Chelsea, I find. And we're great against Arsenal or Leicester when we can just through ball it. Yeah. And Mane just burst onto it. But against Chelsea, he couldn't really run much, could he? And that's his main attribute.
And the defence, you know, with Chelsea, sometimes we play it so close, well, the midfield, I should say, so close to the defence that there's just no room there.
No room, especially for making runs, the Mane style that he would. So I'm really happy with the results. We should really think of a man of the match, shouldn't we, Greg?
Yeah, well, I think I've got mine, but you always have.
A strange one, don't I?
Yeah. Who's yours first?
Balotelli.
Oh, what a player.
No, I don't think, obviously not. He doesn't even play for us anymore, does he, Greg?
He doesn't.
My man of the match, I'm going to go for Lovren. Because I just think he was solid throughout the game. He scored a fantastic goal. You know, very composed with his finish. And I also thought that he defended responsibly from the back. He showed leadership qualities, him and Matip, throughout the game. So he gets my man of the match. Who's your man of the match?
That's a very good shout. For me, it was between Lovren and Henderson. And just to disagree with you, I'm going to say Henderson because it was a wonder goal, you know, and I just thought he had a really good game as well. But I agree with you, Lovren was very good. Yeah,
Henderson's goal, we should mention, it deserves its own little segment. So this is the segment. It's got its own little intro as well. Are you ready for this? Henderson scores a wonder goal. We'll never do that again, and we apologise about that. But Henderson's goal was just, do you know when it went in? I thought it didn't go in. I thought it went wide or behind the net or something. So, like, I was watching it, and the people who was watching it all jumped up, and I was like waiting for something to go wrong. I was like, what? No. Right. And then all of a sudden it was like 1-0. It was just one of the best goals. And did you see Grujic on the bench? Did you see the pictures of Grujic?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Grujic on the bench for Liverpool. He was stood there, and his mouth was dropped. His eyes were wide open. He wasn't even celebrating. He was just like, It was funny. Amazing. I'll have to get a picture. If you can, link it in the comments below on this video. It was fantastic. So, really good game. Proud of the Red Men. Greg, anything more for any more?
No, nothing from me, Dan. It's just great to be back, you know.
It is great to be back. What we'll do now, actually, is we do have a game against Derby on Tuesday, don't we?
We do.
So what we'll talk about quickly is how we think that game's going to go. It's a League Cup game, you know. I'm more bothered about the Premier League this season, but, you know, all games are important. What do you think about Derby, Greg? Do you think it's time to try some new players?
Yeah, I think he will. I'm still confident we'll go in there and win. I don't think he'll completely change the team, but I think there'll be a good 3 or 4 different players in there.
I do. Because people like Grujic, he should get a chance now.
Yeah.
People like Stewart, you know, for us, Lucas can come back in. Even Origi.
Yeah, definitely.
What's happened to Ings?
I don't know. It's a bit weird, that one, isn't it? Is he fit?
He's fit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whether... I know Klopp said something a bit dodgy about him at one point, didn't he? Sort of put him with the Balotellis and like that, but then Klopp sort of came back on what he said and said that he has got a future at Liverpool, but we just don't really hear anything about him at the moment.
And I thought we'd hear more from him, unfortunately. But I think it's time, you know, the Derby game is a chance for us to bring in these players who are on the fringe, points to prove, you know, take away Coutinho's, Sturridge, Firmino's, all that. Maybe Firmino will actually start because he missed this game. Emre Can might come back.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And a perfect opportunity for Karius.
Yeah.
Because it's a League Cup game, you know, Mignolet can be rested. You know, gives us an opportunity to say, we're resting you, Mignolet. Yeah, don't worry. You know, you're coming back next week.
But let's see what Karius can do.
Yeah.
And if he's good, we'll throw him in.
We'll just keep him in then. So I'm looking forward to that. Guys, thanks very much for listening to this. Please subscribe to the channel. Please comment and like these videos. We are back, and if you enjoy us, we'll stay for good. Like, take that. I want you back for good. And also, we'll put in segments where we sing songs, won't we, Greg?
Yeah.
No, all right then. Well, maybe I will, because I'm a little bit drunk. Did I say I was drunk?
Just a little bit, though.
Oh, yeah, that's fine then. It's all right then. Right, guys, thanks for listening. This is the LFC cast. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.